What's going on, everybody? This is Darien. I'm going to get right into the video today. So today's topic is this: how do military vets feel about civilians training in full kit, i.e. vests, helmets, etc., not firearms, they say. And then it says, obviously no rank tabs, unit tabs, patches, and stolen valor, but do vets find this disrespectful? Now, I can't speak for all vets, but I can speak for me, and I can speak for a lot of people in my community. And I can honestly say most vets clearly don't care how our civilians trains. And in fact, we encourage our civilians to train. So I did make an answer this video, just so you guys know it's going to be brought to you and sponsored by the Dog Pound. So this right here is Petey, my Belgian Malinois, and this little guy is Naples, the Pembroke Welsh Corgi. Yeah, I know, right? I got a Corgi. I'm getting another Malinois in the next couple weeks, so pray for me, because I'm going to need it. Either way, as far as the disrespect, I can't see anybody being disrespected by civilians trying to mimic or train the way our military does. Once again, like I said, I personally take no offense to it. There are things I do get offended to, and it's probably just me being, I don't know, freaking soft that day for some reason. I don't like seeing homeless people wearing uniforms trying to pull on the heartstrings of Americans. If anything, that pisses me off, because those uniforms aren't any warmer than something that you can get at a freaking Goodwill store or some other store. But they're using it to say, hey, look, I served. And it also puts a bad stain on us, saying that we're all just completely about to go homeless. And the only thing we have left is our freaking digital top or digital pants. And I'm not saying that there are many like that who aren't in that position, but I'm just saying that's the last thing I want to wear, is somehow bring shame to the military, unless the military is the one that caused you to be in that situation in the first place. And then that's a whole nother topic. But I do not care. Personally, I don't care. And I answered it this way. I said, imitation is the greatest form of flattery. It shows that some still look up to us in a positive way. Gear and equipment was and is primarily designed and made by civilian companies. There are not military companies. There are civilian companies who sell to military via contracts and stuff like that. But a lot of the companies for manufacturers, like gun manufacturers, parts, equipment, lasers, night vision, those are civilians who run those companies. So if they actually own the devices that they turn and sell to the military so we can weaponize it or use it in a tactical setting, I could care less, to be completely honest with you. I go on to say I actually encourage this behavior. I want any country that considers invading the USA to not know the difference between our civilians and our military. Same, but different. And the reason why I say that is because I don't think everybody should be walking around. I'm not saying you shouldn't distinguish the difference. You should know the difference between a service member, a member of law enforcement, and a civilian. Just we should be able to understand that. But I do not care if another country comes into our. If another country tries to invade us, I don't want them to think that our civilians are not just as kitted out as we are. And they might be like, hey, is this a militia? Is this an actual military unit? Are these just some people who are guarding their property? What does it matter to you? If you're a freaking invasion country, I could care less if you're invading the country. I want you to question everything. And another thing I will say this too is, as a service member, very little of us, no matter what tier, squadron, operational department you're in, you have very little things that you can do when it comes to gear and equipment and all that stuff. We have to wear certain things based on contracts that are won at times. I can't wear the vest or the helmet that may be outfitted for me best as an individual. I have to wear the one that the supply department has to give me. And operationally speaking, I have to wear that too. Now, if I prefer one of them, that's different. We can change certain things, boots, maybe like myself, we wear flight gear. We can wear different flight gear. You can wear a one-piece flight suit. You can wear a two-piece flight suit, combat tops, OCP, and mission dictates gear. So that's why I'm going to say that. But as far as vests, helmets, night vision, all that crap, I could care less. As a matter of fact, I don't go out and train every single person at military tactics. There are some things I will not show that I've learned through other courses I've gone through. And it doesn't mean I don't want civilians to learn that, because once again, we still get sent to civilian schools to learn topics and stuff like that. They may show us how to shoot faster or shoot more long range or accurately or this or that, but then we take that knowledge and we say, how can we exploit the enemy that way? And once we gather and create and develop new TTPs, we don't really share that with outside entities because we don't want that to be used in a negative way. The last thing you want is one of these stupid mass shootings to happen, and then they say, oh, they were trained by such and such military unit or force or this military instructor, and it's just goes downhill from there. But you can literally look on YouTube. There's plenty of videos on how to do everything from clearing doors to doing moving headshots, long range like snipers would do. Everything, even how to shoot on night vision goggles. It's pretty nuts. So if you really wanted to know how to do a lot of things, you don't have to look very far. All you need is one of these. You need a smart device, a tablet, a phone, computer, anything, and you have the entire world at your fingertips. But what say you? If you are a military vet, how do you feel? I really am curious. How do you feel? I don't speak for all vets. I speak for this vet. And a lot of people like it. And another thing, before I go, is a lot of military people don't even wear a lot of the stuff that people see and think military has this. Yes, the military does have that, but the majority of the military will never touch or see or even wear that stuff. So either way, let me know what you guys think. This is Darien, and I'm out. Peace.